If you follow news, you must have come across reports of horrific crime of sexual assault against women in Manipur whose videos went viral. A fake video, an unrelated video with misinformation and false information intended to create disharmony between two groups already at loggerheads is said to have led to this horrific crime of women being paraded naked and sexually assaulted in Manipur. Fake news and misinformation, peddled with intent to create discord in the society, have severe, serious, and real consequences. In the last 1 month, in Karnataka alone, 4 different incidents, or crimes have been given a communal color despite the police investigation revealing no such communal motive to these crimes. On this episode of State of Play, I'll tell you how fake news and misinformation is being weaponized with malice in Karnataka and why. Welcome to the show. I'm Anusha Ravi Sood. The Udupi police on Wednesday booked 3 women students of a paramedical college for videographing a fellow student without her consent in the ladies' restroom of their educational institution. Call it bullying or harassment, this is a punishable offense and a violation of a person's privacy. The 3 students who videographed the fellow student told college authorities that they were attempting to prank somebody else. Clearly, an offense was committed. These 3 students were suspended from the college. The student who was videographed, college authorities say, did not want to pursue with a formal complaint. Even today, the Udupi police have taken a suo motu complaint since no complainants have come forward in this particular case. College authorities insisted that they inform the police of everything that had happened. Later, the college authorities held a press conference in which they said the 3 students who videographed the fellow student had apologized. The video had been deleted in front of the victim student, and she did not want to pursue a complaint against the 3 classmates or college mates. The police not only booked the 3 students accused of videographing another student without her consent, but also college authorities for delay in bringing this case to the police's notice and also not informing the police or handing over evidence connected to this particular case. These are the sections under which the first FIR was filed in the case. This act clearly qualifies as a criminal offense, but that is not how the picture was presented by several social media accounts with huge followers, influencer accounts with huge followers who attempted to give a communal spin on this particular crime. Several social media handles shared misinformation, even videos that are not connected to the Udupi incident, videos that were edited to make it seem like it had some link to the Udupi college incident. Videos from YouTube channels were picked up and shared thousands of times with false claims and misinformation. Some handles even insisted that this was a statewide network, a larger conspiracy perhaps was being hatched. Several handles, including those of leaders of the BJP, which is the opposition party in Karnataka, made claims of hundreds of Hindu women being recorded, unsuspecting Hindu women being recorded by their classmates, friends, acquaintances, etc. Claims were also made that several of these videos were being circulated among what they deemed community WhatsApp group, clearly targeting a particular community. Several such claims were made to give a communal angle or a communal color to this one incident. Before I proceed, here is what the superintendent of police from Udupi had to say about all of these claims, the false claims making the rounds on social media. This is what the police investigation till then had found.
ಮತ್ತು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಕೆಲವು ರೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಸ್ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಕೆಲವರು ಕಾಳಜಿದಿಂದ ಬರಿತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವರು ಬೇರೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬರಿತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಈ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮುಂದೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಒಂದು, ಹಲವಾರು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಿಡನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮೆರಾ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಇಂಥ ಸುಮಾರು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇಲಾಖೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಸಹ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಜಾಲತಾಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಗಾ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಸಹ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಈ ರೀತಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವರು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಸಹ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಆಗಿರೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತಪ್ಪು ಇದೆ. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಜಾಲತಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸತ್ಯಾಂಶಗಳ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜನರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
The Udupi police insisting that there was no communal motive or intent in this particular case made no difference whatsoever to dozens of social media handles that were peddling misinformation and fake news around the Udupi incident. In fact, the same handle abused those who called out the fake news and misinformation being peddled. From gross exaggerations of hundreds of Hindu girls being targeted, hundreds of unsuspecting Hindu girls being targeted, to downright straight lies of such videos being circulated in community WhatsApp groups, fake news factories ran wild with the Udupi incident. The insinuation that this was some sort of a large conspiracy targeting Hindu girls was clearly an attempt to give a communal spin on an incident of violation of privacy, dignity of a woman, and perhaps an offense of outraging the modesty of a woman in Udupi. Udupi, that is already communally sensitive. The Udupi police also filed an FIR against a Twitter user for peddling fake news and misinformation regarding the Udupi college incident. The police insisted that this particular user was peddling fake news and misinformation using a video from a YouTube channel with false claims, a video that is not related to the Udupi incident at all, a video whose audio was edited to make it seem like it was from Udupi. The police have booked a person for peddling fake news and misinformation in connection to the Udupi case. Right after the police crackdown, not only did this individual delete all their tweets with misleading information and fake news related to the Udupi incident, even the YouTube channel that had put up this fake video has taken it down. The police also landed at the doorstep of another Twitter user who had peddled misinformation about the Udupi incident to verify her claims. But this action of the police was deemed harassment and intimidation, not just by that Twitter user, but also by leaders of the BJP. The local BJP MLA from Udupi, Yashpal Suvarna, even visited this particular Twitter account holder's house, warning the police against action. This is the kind of support that a person who peddled misinformation and fake news around a sensitive issue was given by political parties. Now, protests are building up in Udupi, much similar to what had happened during the entire hijab row, with ABVP activists demanding justice, demanding a thorough probe. While demanding a thorough probe and justice is absolutely right, students and those protesting are repeating the same misinformation and fake news that the police have already clarified on in connection to this case. But this isn't the first time that crimes or incidents have been given a communal color in Karnataka. Just in July, this month alone, at least 4 horrible murders have been given communal color in Karnataka. The murder of a Jain monk over financial dispute, as identified by the police to be the motive. The murder of a Jain monk over financial dispute was given a communal color, with several outfits, including leaders of the BJP itself, participating in protests, demanding thorough investigation in the case, rejecting the police's investigation that the murder took place over financial dealings. The government was compelled to hand over this case to the CID, which is currently probing. The murder of a young man belonging to the Yuva Brigade, a right-wing outfit, was also given a communal color. Right after a few hours of the crime, police were able to make arrests in the case and establish the motive as personal rivalry between two groups, both groups of Hindu men. A terrible double murder in Bengaluru of a CEO and MD of an internet service provider company was also given communal colors, with several right-wing handles deeming this an attack on a Hindu worker. The police probe and eventual arrest of the accused in the case revealed that it was professional rivalry that led to the double murder in Bengaluru. Claims of this being an attack on a Hindu worker or a Hindu leader made by a few social media accounts, made by members of pro right-wing organization, were endorsed by none other than union ministers like Rajiv Chandrasekhar, even as the police probe revealed that the reason or the motive for these crimes were professional or personal rivalry. The playbook is not new. The players are not new. The language is not new. The modus operandi is not new. The stakeholders are not new. The accounts are not new. And the intent for which they do this is also not new. Karnataka has seen that communalizing incidents have always gotten political dividends to vested interests or interested parties. A classic example is that of Paresh Meshtha, whose unfortunate death in 2017, right before the previous assembly elections in Karnataka, was communalized to add fuel to Uttar Kannada, which was already burning in the fire of communal tensions. Paresh Meshtha's unfortunate death was communalized with fake claims of torture, insinuation of Muslims torturing a Hindu boy and murdering him. Karnataka Police's initial investigation that said that this was a case of accidental death was outrightly rejected by the then opposition, the BJP, which demanded a CBI inquiry. Leaders of the BJP perpetuated and peddled misinformation and false news around Paresh Meshtha's death, including the likes of incumbent MOS Agriculture Shobha Karanlaje, who then insisted that Paresh Meshtha was subjected to torture at the hands of who she deemed were jihadist elements. She was referring to Muslims. She insisted that hot oil was poured over Paresh Meshtha. He was repeatedly assaulted and tortured by those who had kept him captive. Leaders of the BJP, many leaders from the right-wing ecosystem, many accounts that perpetuate right-wing propaganda insisted that this Hindu boy was tortured and killed by Muslim men. Eventually, in 2022, that is last year, when the CBI filed its closure report in the case, the CBI too concluded that this was an accidental death. There was no torture, there was no murder. Paresh Meshtha's death was unfortunate but accidental. But the damage had already been done. In the Udupi case, the National Commission for Women has now taken cognizance. Its member, Khushbu Sundar, who's also an office bearer of the BJP, is in Udupi, attempting to understand what has happened in this entire scenario. Since Wednesday, when she arrived in Udupi, Khushbu Sundar has repeatedly made pleas to people to not jump to conclusion, to not communalize this incident, and to definitely stop forwarding false WhatsApp messages. These are the appeals by none other than a member of the NCW who has been sent to Udupi to take a look, to take a cognizance of what exactly transpired. And she is a member of the BJP, appealing to people to not communalize the issue, to not jump to conclusions, and to stop peddling fake WhatsApp forwards. Peddling fake news and misinformation with malintent and malice cannot be justified as someone's freedom of speech and expression. Fake news and misinformation come with consequences. It is an offense to peddle fake news, misinformation, rumor with deliberate malice to disrupt peace and harmony in the society. To contributing, it amounts to creating enmity between groups. It is now perhaps time for authorities to apply the brakes on those peddling misinformation and fake news with malice to create disharmony in the society. Fake news and misinformation has serious consequences, and Manipur is a dangerous example. Before I sign off from this episode, please always ask yourself, do you want to forward? Do you want to consume? Do you want to share a piece of information that has not been verified? Thank you so much for watching.